The F-47 is a next-generation sixth-generation fighter jet currently being developed by Boeing under the Next Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) program. On March 21, 2025, U.S. President Donald Trump announced the signing of a contract with Boeing to build this aircraft, emphasizing that the F-47 would be the most advanced, most powerful, and deadliest aircraft ever built. During a briefing with Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, Trump also stated that an experimental version of the F-47 had been secretly flying for nearly 5 years and significantly outperforms the capabilities of existing fighter jets. In the past, you might have needed a whole carrier strike to do this. Now we do it with one aircraft. General David Orvin, in turn, stated that the F-47 will have significantly greater range, improved stealth technology, better reliability, and higher availability compared to fifth-generation fighters, the F-22 and F-35. Detailed technical specifications of the F-47 remain classified. However, according to General Orvin, the aircraft will be equipped with advanced stealth technologies that will make it virtually undetectable by radar. It is claimed that the new jet will outperform previous models in every aspect. We will use it against targets that we cannot see visually, whether due to weather conditions, smoke screens, or other reasons. The designation F-47 for this aircraft was no accident. It's clearly a tribute to the 47th President of the United States, Donald Trump. And if the jet does launch under that name, it will likely go down as one of the most prideful moments in American aviation history. After all, who else would choose such a number for their aircraft if not someone who believes the skies are his domain? This is a plane that not only flies high but probably looks down on everything below, with the gaze of someone convinced he alone should control what happens in the skies. Its design might even say, "I'm above it all," even if the heavens disagree. What do you think? Share your own jokes in the comments. Still, the statement that the experimental version of the F-47 had been secretly flying for nearly 5 years does, to put it mildly, raise questions about the transparency and openness of the program. How is that even possible? Why did testing take so long with zero public disclosure? Is this truly a black project, or have we simply been kept in the dark under the guise of strategic secrecy? Could this just be another PR stunt designed to pique our interest and make us wonder if we really were in the dark all this time? Then again, history has shown that some secret aircraft truly were ahead of their time. Who knows? Maybe behind these claims lies a genuine aviation revolution. But the big question of the day is, what should we expect from this F-47? Rumor has it, this jet might just be the one that makes the F-22 and F-35 look like good old classics, kind of like VHS tapes in the age of Netflix. I'm afraid this aircraft is going to be seriously impressive, if everything turns out to be true, of course. But you and I both know that these kinds of developments often bring not just new technologies, but also all sorts of interesting quirks. Like, we intentionally left something slightly visible so the enemy wouldn't be completely caught off guard. So, everything I'm about to say is more of a forecast than hard facts. Alright, let's dive in. Stealth. Maxed out, the F-22 was so stealthy, you could have thrown a blanket over it and no one would have noticed. A real breakthrough for its time. But now, all these years later, who even blinks at such invisible tech anymore? The F-35 tried to stay in the shadows too. But like any aging hero, it's starting to look more like that guy on the dance floor who still thinks is the coolest, even though everyone else has already mastered the new moves. Technology has taken off, but these jets still think they're undetectable. Now imagine the F-47, a jet that doesn't even look like its predecessors. This aircraft will be more invisible than the Spirit to most radar systems, all thanks to advanced carbon fiber materials and complex surface treatments that cast zero reflection. Will it truly be that stealthy? Or is this just another one of those spec sheet dreams crafted for the brochures? We don't know yet, but let's hope we're about to witness the launch of a true space-age stealth marvel. Super engines. Off faster, higher. Again, the F-22? Great jet. Fast, agile. But its top speed is around Mach 2.25. Let's not forget, that was early 21st century tech. The F-35, on the other hand, is built more for versatility, and let's just say, speed isn't exactly its strongest suit. Now, the F-47? Its engines are rumored to be so powerful that even the engineers are a little surprised it doesn't burn up after hitting Mach 3. Of course, that's all speculation for now. But I have a feeling this jet might scream through the skies like a missile. Just between us, don't be too shocked if it turns out its top speed is just another slick marketing move, and we never actually see the numbers we've been promised. Autonomy and combat networking, all powered by AI. Did you know that even now, the F-35 can operate as part of a connected network of fighter jets and drones? Well, the F-47 won't just be another aircraft. It's expected to function like an AI co-pilot that's more like chatting with Siri, only instead of asking about the weather, it'll be making real-time combat decisions for you. Imagine that. A jet deciding for itself when to engage in a dogfight and when to stay at a safe distance. Its onboard AI is expected to be so advanced that you might start to wonder why it even needs a pilot seat in the first place. Electronic warfare. Officially, the F-22 is equipped for electronic warfare. But in real combat scenarios, questions often arise about just how flawless that capability truly is. Now the F-47. Well, this thing is designed to be a disruption machine. It'll be capable of taking out enemy electronics so fast, the opposing pilot won't even know what happened before their flight systems shut down completely. Naturally, this digital phantom of a jet will also come packed with top-tier defenses against cyber attacks. Armed with one giant tablet system, the F-22 and F-35 are equipped with highly effective missiles. But what about the F-47? This jet is expected to be loaded with such an overwhelming array of next-gen missile systems that even the younger aircraft might regret not retiring earlier. On top of that, the F-47 will likely feature an integrated digital platform, essentially a large touchscreen-like control system, that allows it to monitor and manage all those weapons simultaneously, deploying them at the most optimal moment. The future of weapons may look very different from what it does today, and that is why we are considering the possibility of creating flexible payload compartments with different missiles placed in them. The pilot, or the lack thereof. Yes, the F-47 will feature a pilot-optional system. And it won't be just a distant possibility, it's a full-on revolution. You could be sitting in a chair while the jet decides on its own when to take full control of the battlefield situation. That's right. Why fry your nerves making split-second decisions in combat? The aircraft will handle it for you. And of course, the price tag. The F-22 came in at around $150 million. The F-35? Roughly $100 million. But the F-47? It's expected to top even those figures. Estimates suggest the price may exceed $200 million. That's not just the cost of a jet. That's practically a space mission. So, while everyday Americans are still figuring out how to save a few bucks at the gas pump, the government seems to have decided that taxpayer money is better spent on jets than, say, lowering the cost of healthcare. Now, let's think about it. If the average American is footing the bill, shouldn't they at least get a ride in it someday? But all jokes aside, if there's one clear takeaway here, it's this. The new F-47, if the promises hold true, could represent a whole new tier of technology: stealth, autonomy, virtual systems, next-level engines, all of it becoming the new standard. Still, as always with projects like this, there's one lingering question: how much of what's promised will actually become reality?